Yo, what is up? So, I never said what is up before, but okay. So, a lot of people ask, how is it that you could like make your own templates and stuff? What software you use, etc., etc. Now, first thing I'm gonna explain is I'm gonna show you how to do it, but it's not easy. Now, you could go off of websites and download templates yourself, but if you want to make your own custom template with your own words on it, with your county's words, with anything you want, it takes time and patience, okay? Now, I'm basically going to show you an overview and some of the tools and what they do. So the first thing you'll need are the templates. Thankfully, one of my developers has made a drive full of templates that you could use. Window templates, these all work, I believe, and you could use them on any vehicle. Now, these have, I believe, every template you need. So we have the 2009 Charger, the old Caprice, the old Tahoe, and then we got the newer ones, which are right here, which are one of the newer releases that I've done recently. So um, currently, I have the Charger in the Roblox Studio, so you could pick any car you want. Uh, both of these cars are mapped. It's just that sometimes people don't know how to remove the map. That's why I include this one here, just in case. So we're going to use this, and there's rear plates and stuff, and you'll see how you could put your own custom plates. Um, so we're going to open paint.net real quick, and something you should know about Paint is it's free, but there are certain limitations to paint.net. For example, you can't really outline text legitimately. Put it that way. You can't do it legitimately. You can do it, but not legitimately. There's a few different ways. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, get ready for the hard part. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna try to find the charger template. Okay. So some vehicles may have, like, there might be duplicates of some vehicle. For example, this Tahoe template is different than the one we saw in the older texture template because it is two different charges made by, or two different Tahoes made by two different people. So it's good to always have, different types of templates just in case you forget it, or etc., etc. So we're gonna download the charger template. So we just, I believe, press this button right here. It's gonna scan for some viruses, but thankfully I got Jesus, so I'm good. I'm gonna make a new folder called templates just for this, and I'm gonna download all this stuff. But we're gonna put the charger in there. Um, I don't expect this to be too long, and I hope it isn't too long. I say that, and look, we're at 3 minutes already, done nothing. So uh, we're gonna first download paint.net. So the website should be getpaint.net. Just type that in and it'll pop up right here. So you press download, yada yada yada. You go to here, the free one, because if you get it off the Windows Store, it's basically the same thing. So you go here, um, it's gonna say free download now, and then boom, it'll install it for you. I already have it. You just go through the install process, etc., etc. When you have it done, you want to open this with paint.net, because if you open it with Paint or Paint 3D, you're gonna have problems. So we're gonna open it with paint.net. Now, uh, I believe in Paint 3D you could do the outline text. So if you want to do the general details here and maybe go to Paint 3D and then add that text there, that is completely up to you. You do what you want. I'm just giving you a basic overview of how you use this software and how I do my templates, etc., etc. Now, before we actually start making our own custom template, I'm going to show you where you could also get some templates off or online. So if you go to lcpdfr.com, which I have just done. Oh, whoops, I spelled it wrong. That's definitely not what I wanted to go to. Okay, yep, 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 I know. There we go, finally. Beautiful. So we're going to go to the download section. Now, here's the thing. If you download off of the vehicle models section, so if I were to go and see a vehicle model that has a texture that I like this one right here, Uh, these usually come in the GTA 5 package files, which are YTD and YFT. YFT being the model, YTD being the texture file. So if you don't have GTA 5 and you want a texture like this, it is good to go into maybe my fan server or the PVM server. Maybe ask someone and ask them, hey, can you guys get me this texture? I don't have GTA 5, yada yada yada, and I'm sure my staff would be happy to help you. Now, if you're downloading off of the regular vehicle texture section, it'll either give it to you in a DDS, JPEG, or JPG, or a PNG file, depending. So, it all depends on where you're getting your textures from. I usually get it from the vehicle models because that's where usually people make their models look really nice, really fashionable. But if you get it off of here, it will come in PNG or DDS. If it comes in DDS, it's much better if you come to paint.net and you unlock it here. In my opinion, it's much more simple, much more acceptable. Now, we're going to get into the actual template part of things. And real quick, before we actually start again, uh, something you should know is that sometimes these textures comes with links. So in a case that yours has a link and you don't see it, your account could be banned for a day, or you could be warned. Me, I've gone through so many warns that now they've just started banning me. So it's pretty legit. Um, so all depends. So if you could, maybe you download a texture, and then you're like, okay, let me just double check real quick. You'll be fine. If you don't double check, well, good luck with the ban. So Jesus Christ, might as well just kill me now. So this is our vehicle, okay? Now you're gonna have to uh, see something real quick. This is white, right? The other one had like a weird coloring to it. It doesn't matter which one you take, as I said, they both have the same UV mapping onto it. Now I'm gonna just show you real quick. This is the color, okay? If I delete this, there's nothing on the outside anymore, okay? So this is what we're going to be focusing on mainly, these. So anything we do on here will appear on here, okay? So now that we have that concept in our head, now we know. So we're going to start making our own texture. You do not want to, take the paint tool, paint it white, and start clicking away, okay? Because then this is going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to do all of that, and we're going to press this magical button right here. If you don't have this, it's this button. You can press F7 or press this button right here on the top of the paint.net. You're going to open a new layer. Now in this layer, usually what I do is that I put the color that I want, because now in this layer there's nothing. So nothing that you see here is actually going to apply to this layer because it's down here, okay? So think of this as a building. This is the first floor, and then this is the second floor. Whatever you do on the second floor does not apply to the first floor. So if I were to try to paint this little square right here, see, it's not going to happen. Or triangle, I said. It's not going to happen because this is on entirely different floor. So um, that's how basically it works. And the more floors you go, the more customization you could do, and you'll see that later on. Now, I wanted to do something like let me see, Ford Fusion Hybrid Police. Okay. I wanted to do something like this, like this car, where the tops are white, then this goes all the way around and it says police, responder, etc., etc., etc. So we're gonna attempt to do something like Ford Fusion look-alike on a Charger. So we're gonna start with the main pieces first, right? So we see that the car is black. Where is it? So we're gonna move this right here. That way it's close to each other. We see that the car is black. Okay. So being that the car is black and then the top is white, we're gonna show you how to do that real quick. So car is black, right? So we're going to go here, select this color, and now we're on the second floor, remember? I'm going to press it. So now you can't see nothing, right? But now the entire car, or the entire template, is black. So theoretically, if I were to bring this into Roblox, this entire car would be black. But it would look sort of like this, just full black. Or if anything, it would look actually more like that. Like just extreme full black. Now, I'm going to keep it white because it looks cooler. Now what we want to do so that we could see what's actually under us is that we're going to press the little wrench and then we're going to bring the opacity to about 150. That way you could still barely see the template and you can know what you're doing. Now you see that our little thing is still there, so we're going to press this button to kind of get that out of the way. We don't do any other mistakes with it. And this is basically a select tool. If you need to use this to select a certain piece or something and you don't want to mess up, you could use this tool. Now, we notice that the top parts of the vehicle are white. And thankfully, this template has all of the top pieces together. So I could easily go the lazy way and go like this and select this entire piece since there's nothing colliding or nothing near it. So it would be smart if I just do this and boom, the entire top, these pieces would appear white, right? Or you could go the long way and go one by one connecting lines together. But since all these pieces are together in their own separate little section, we could just put it here. Now you'll see that there's an outline of white and it's not painting the inside. So what you got to do here is just press this once and now it's white. Now we got that done. We're just going to double check and make sure that there's nothing on the top of the car. Okay, so there is. So there's a number. Okay, and then if we see in the front, that says 002. So the number on top of this is going to say 002. So that's what we're going to do then. We're going to do that at the end. Right now we're going to focus on colors and the main features. So I noticed that on the back it says police by the back fender or bumper, whatever you want to call it. So around right here. There's not enough space to put that there, so I'm going to put it right here. Now, um, I have some fonts that you probably don't have depending on how good you are with paint or what programs you use. So, you know, if you see a font that I have, I got them all for free. I didn't pay for anything. You could just, you know, look right here, try to search up the font, etc., etc. Um, Now, I'm just going to use Gotham, and if I don't like it, I'll switch through the fonts. We're going to bring the size up to around 288. That way we could see what font we want. Now I noticed that it's in bold letters, and it's italics. So we're gonna press bold and italics. Look at that. See that? That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Now you could either go one by one scrolling, but that takes a long time. So what you do is, if you have a mouse with the scroll wheel, just put your mouse right here where the text is, and just start scrolling with the scroll wheel, and then eventually you'll find something that suits your needs, which I believe we should be coming up to it soon. Hold up. It's in the E section, actually. Uh, police, police. There we go. So Charlie Brown kind of looks a little like it, but it's a little too thick. So I'm going to remove the bold, and then we're going to have it say police. Now, the police looks a little too big, so we're going to make that smaller, and we're going to try to center it as much as possible right there. We're just going to go one more time. We're going to try to search, see if there's any better fonts that we could use. Oh, this one looks good, actually. But I don't think it's the... No, it's not. Okay. I'm going to keep scrolling. Make sure that there isn't any fonts that we could possibly be using. Euro style. NYPD font lookalike. Okay. None of these fonts look like anything that are really plausible, you could say. So I think the Charlie Brown one's going to be the best option here. Uh, Charlie Brown M54. Yep. There we go. Beautiful. So now we have the words police in the back. So that's done. Next we see this white line at the bottom, almost near the bottom. So we're going to go, and since we already have white selected, we could press the line tool right next to the text tool. And we could just start making a single line all the way across till here is what I see that it goes to. And you could position your line in any way from where you want to anywhere. Um, and we're gonna make this thicker by bringing up the brush width. So I'd say around 15 would be perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Then we see the green line. Now the green represents like hybrid, so like eco. Sadly, the Charger is not an eco version, so we're gonna replace this line with the red line instead, just for that little, you know, extra bit of feature to it. So the lines are at the ends, so that's good. Now we're gonna select red, this type of red, because the other red doesn't really fit this vehicle in my opinion. And we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go all the way down to the headlight. Now, you'll see that you get these like 4 little points, and these points allow you to move your line. Sadly, you only get these 4 points, I believe. Yeah, that's all you get. And it's fine. So, I have no problem with it. It's better than some other tools that I've used. So we're gonna move this line up here, and then we're gonna move it up like that. Then we're gonna move this line as well up to like here. Let's see what that looks like. That's a little too much. So we're going to bring this line a little down. Or instead, we're going to move this little circle a little more up. That way, when it gets to the end, it curves. That is perfect almost. So we're going to bring this one up right here. Right there. And if you're wondering how I'm moving around like this, if you hold shift and you use the scroll wheel, you can move left to right. And if you hold control, you could zoom in and out with the scroll wheel. So that's how I'm doing it, by the way. I know it's a little late, but you know. There we go. We have our lines. Now we're going to do the same thing for this side. So I'm just going to use the select tool. I'm going to copy this, right? And I'm going to paste it. I'm going to bring it down right here. Now that it's here, what I want to do now is I want to go to, well, first off, I want to copy this and then delete it. So, or not delete it, just undo it. So now that we copied where the position is, we're going to make a new layer. There we go. So this is floor number 3 now. And look at where it is, yeah? So the reason I made a new layer is so that I could flip it over, okay? So if I press flip horizontally, boom. Now we're going to lower this, and you'll see it'll automatically bring the transparency and stuff. And now that it's there, we could actually move this accordingly. So let's try to see where it is. So it's 2 above this. Okay. So 2 above this, right? So around here. And then it goes all the way back. So around there. Okay, that's a little too low. So right, oof, that's a little, that's weird. Oh, okay, I see. This one's different because this has a piece that isn't there. But that's fine. We could always add an additional piece to it. Just gonna move it a little more. And that's perfect. Okay, beautiful. Then we're gonna add the white line. So we're gonna select the white. Whoops, I'm done. We're gonna finish this white line right here. Right there. Beautiful. Okay. Now you'll see if we raise our template opacity that now there's a few pieces that are kind of outlined. So we could just select the black or just flip it over and just fill in those black pieces. Um, there you go. Look at that. You got your lines done. Are you proud of yourself? Probably not. Okay. So now that we have this done, I'm going to go for that extra little bit of detail, and I'm going to get the paintbrush tool, and I'm bringing up the size a little bit, a lot of it actually, to maybe 750. Yeah. And I'm going to just delete the lines in between here. You don't have to. It's not going to really do anything, but just for that like extra little bit of detail, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just, boop. Oh, whoops. Hold up. If you see that it fades out like that, it's because of the hardness. So we're going to put the hardness all the way up to 100. We're going to go right here, boop, and right here, boop. Look at that. So right here, boop, and right here, boop, boop. There we go. Sweet. Okay, now what's next? It says police in large letters. That kind of looks like Charlie Brown still. I'm not sure, so we'll see. So it kind of looks like it, but I don't think it is. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna do it from the left side first, and we're gonna make a new layer for this because the text is a little large. We want to be able to move it without interfering with these lines. So I would say maybe impact. Let's see, police. I'm gonna make it a little larger. We're gonna make the text white. Maybe not. So we're gonna actually start from the beginning. That way we can scroll through the text. Ooh, ooh, that actually looks really good. Okay, I feel like using this one. Now we're not gonna go exactly like what this looks like because it goes all the way down, and in my opinion, that looks so dumb. Uh, but we're gonna just select the police. And we're gonna move it halfway here. Like in between the doors, like right there. That'll be perfect. So now it just says police, and then we could bring this down. Now it's in layer. But actually, before we do that, I want to kind of copy this, copy, paste it, and then move it up here in between the doors, and just rotate it right there, right there. Yeah, that's beautiful, beautiful. So now we have like our own little NYPD look-alike vehicle. Uh, so then we see it says responder. Okay. Now this has an outline to it. Now the outline in Paint.net is very weird because you have different things. So if we go to, I believe it's stylized, you have the outline, but then the outline does weird stuff. So here, if I use it right now, you'll see. Where is it? Yeah, you see what it does to the outline? You see that? That's weird. Um, but I believe, cancel, believe if you were to, uh, hold up, if I were to do this, oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to just do this. Yeah, there we go. If I were to do this and press copy, bring this layer down to the original layer, which you see now it's there. Make a new layer, paste it there, and use outline. What would it do? Hold on. So it's stylized outline. Okay. It should theoretically, okay, maybe not. That's odd. It's really odd, actually. Oh, I think I know why, actually. We're gonna paint this gray, actually. Let's see. There we go. Now we're gonna try and see. Outline. Yeah, you can see the little bit of outline there is. But I want to make it not so intense, actually. Let's see what that looks like. I'm curious. I haven't really messed around with this. So the less intense, uh, the less you see the actual outline itself. Okay, you see that? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And then the thickness, I believe, brings up the thickness of the actual letters. Okay. Yeah, okay, beautiful. So I want to have it at like 5. 5 is perfect. Okay, awesome. Awesome sauce. Now we could just use the select tool and delete whatever's inside right there. And don't worry if it looks kind of weird. You know, like if it looks a little too anti-aliasy, don't worry about it. In Roblox, it looks like that either way. So now we have that little like outline around the text. I'm very proud of myself that we actually found out how to use this tool. But now we have the outline. So, you know, now we are Voodoo Jesus. We can lower it down, and now we have the words police on there. Now, I don't want to really make this tutorial too long, especially since we're at 24 minutes. So I'm going to just do something real quick. We already showed you how to do text, showed you how to do lines, etc., etc. Now, I know that there's some police skins out there that have certain things that you might want. So like for example, there's some police skins that have this thing, which I'll show you. Should I do it there? Yeah, I'm gonna do it there. I have like this thing, and I'm just gonna make it go the entire way because why not? So like right there, and we're gonna make it white and blue, or blue. Should I? No, white and red because it's red. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna fill this with white. Okay, this is a line by the way. It's just at 700, and then we're gonna make a line going this way. And and we're gonna make it red. Oh, but she wasn't ready for that. We're gonna go like this. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen vehicles that have these things in the back. And then what I did was to have it face this exact thing is you hold shift and it'll give you like multiple angles. I believe they're by 15 in degrees. So we could just move this like right there, move this like right there, move or put the line down, move it like right there, and then maybe put barely a line right there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. See how we did that? And then we could just go to the other side, so like around there, and then move it all the way back to here, to there. Yeah. You could also use the horizontal flip tool thing if you really want to. But since we're doing this quickly, there you go. So now our vehicle has this. The plates is also something you could just type something like, "What's up?" Okay. And you could do the same thing for the rear plate. The engine bay and the mirrors, you could just put a random color on there. I'm just going to paint it red, because why not? Or actually, I'm going to paint the mirrors red. Actually, I'm going to just do it white, because white looks sick. What it actually? Black. Screw it. Okay. uh, and then this dial 911 response thing. This is the last thing I'm going to do. The American flag, you could just take one off of Google. Paste it here and resize it, or paste it in a new layer, that way it looks good. But the dial 911 thing, I see that it says like 911 in white, italics, but then it says like call, and you see that call doesn't fit. So what we're gonna do is make call the new layer, and then you could do this for the response as well. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna shrink it like that, and then like that. Boom, call 911. Oh, whoops. Gotta lower the layer as well. Whoops. Boom. Call 911. I know it's not in the same location, but it's fine. And there you go. You got your skin. Now, the way you do this now is you're going to put the opacity all the way up. And now you can see our skin, what we just made. And we're going to lower this layer down. So we're going to merge it. And we're going to save as. You could go here, or you could press Control Shift S, which is what I do. And we're going to save that as charger sign 2. Or you can save it under any name. It doesn't really matter. We're going to go to Roblox Developer View 13, which is the decals. You could just go to roblox.com, press create, so create, and then go to decals in my creations. But we're just going to do this for now. We're going to go to templates, charger sign 2. We're going to upload this. Now it does take time for Christ, I'm tired. Whew, it does take time for Roblox to accept these. Sometimes it'll be 5 minutes, sometimes it'll be 15. It all depends on how Roblox is. So here, we're going to put the ID of this. See, the ID I just took. So press here. I click this and we're press the middle mouse button and it brought me here. And I copied the link. Okay? So then we're going to paste the link here. Right there. Press enter. And look at what we have here. We have our police cruiser that we just made. Are you proud of yourself? Okay, thanks God you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of myself, and honestly speaking, I might actually use this police skin for something. No cap. Uh, Now, one last thing that I'm going to show you before I actually go. You see that it kind of looks a little, too black. It looks a little, like, not shiny. So what you want to do now is copy the color, duplicate it. I name it color G because I know this is what I'm not going to want to use. we're going to delete the text ID. So remove the texture. Press backspace, press enter. So now your car is white again, right? Your car still has the skin and the color, just not the color G. And we're going to make the transparency 0.85. And look at that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Especially when you put a light bar on this thing. Jesus. Oof. But you could see the basic concept of mapping. And if we remove the hood, you'll see, oh, we're going to remove this one too. There we go. You'll see that even the engine bay, which is what we did right here, right there in that piece, also came out black. And so did the mirrors, as you can see here. So, thank you for watching, I guess. If you lasted 24, or was it 24? If you lasted 30 minutes on this video, you are Voodoo Jesus. Good day. See you later, young ladies.